Raymore Arena, it's Game 3 of the Saskatchewan A Provincial First Round Series between the Carlyle Cougars and the Raymore Rockets. The winner moves on to play the Lumsden Monarchs. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Here's your host, Travis Longman.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans in the United States and Newfoundland, or wherever you are tuning in. It's wonderful to be back at the launch pad in Raymore to bring you Game 3 between the Raymore Rockets and the Carlyle Cougars. Joining me on the stream are Reed Vandresser and Mitch Selkirk. How are we doing this afternoon, gentlemen?
Doing good, Travis.
Not so bad, Travis.
That's good. That's good. We were here on Friday night. Reed, can I get your thoughts on how Friday went?
Friday was a dominant performance by Raymore. Now, usually in a series, it's a story of two teams. What are you getting from each team? But this one so far, it's been the story of four teams. We've seen Raymore at their worst for the majority of Game 1, and where Carlyle was at their best. Game 2, we saw Raymore very, very impressive at their best, Waffle playing amazing, and Carlyle probably at their worst. So the question is here, Travis, which teams do we get tonight to see who gets to go on and battle the runners-up from last year in A, the Lumsden Monarchs?
I think we're going to get the cream of the crop here this afternoon. And as I say, excellence is like cream. It always rises to the top. Right? You're not going to find a more excellent fan base than you will in Raymore. Packed to the rafters, and we've only just begun. We haven't even begun. We're on our way for this Commercial Zone 1. We'll be back after this with the Oldie Face-Off.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
Right team, Shane Peterson. At right wing, 5, Tanner Everly. On defense, number 9, Peyton Gorski. On defense, number 8, Dylan McKay. And your starting goalie, number 37, Daniel Waffle.
And for the Carlyle Cougars in net, speaker number 4, John Stone, and 44 Shaw, no, 44 Soar, Drzinski, Crosley,
number 13, Benson,
and Zemer are the starting.
Fans, please stand at table, remove your headwear, and welcome to the ice, Bentley Man, for the singing of our national anthem.
You're going to want to hear the anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, to page love in our lessons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true road, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
amazing, just like it was on Friday night. That girl has a bright future, and I hear she's just okay. Rumor is that she was at some sort of event last night and was singing the White Stripes Seven Nation Army. Multi-talented. I was talking to, I believe, her mom before the game. And if there's GX94 does a Star Search, Canadian Idol, she should definitely audition. That was fantastic. Sixty minutes will decide who is taking on the Lumsden Monarchs in the next round, or who is going home. Travis Lund with you, and the puck is just dropped, and we're underway. Miller had a couple goals in game 2. McCabe has it. Sent down the ice. Crosley over center. Jumped down the ice. Out to play. It was Waffle. Sends it over in the corner. Going hard through center. It's Miller. Arthur Miller. Gets it over to Everett. Heavily across. Bumped into the board. Brzezinski's using the size in the early going. They're tangled up. Crosley was down on one knee. Johnstone dumps it down the ice. Raff had to be a shortstop there. There's another ball for puts it on net. Waffle had to be sharp on that one. Kept it at the blue line. McCabe behind the net, passes it over. Off the boards, down the ice it goes. And here's Miller. Miller across the blue line, dumps it down the ice. Johnstone tried to take his man into the boards, but unable to do so. Niven off the boards and out of play. Fairly fast pace in the early going read.
Yeah, fast pace. Nice little play by Carlyle down the zone there, getting somebody in front of the net to try and disrupt Waffle. I think they're going to have to jump on Raymore early, try to get a lead, and keep this potent Raymore offense in their own zone.
Yes, the ice surface also has a big factor here. Carlyle is a little bit bigger than Raymore ice surface-wise, and the fans are right on top of you in both places, and what a fun place to call a game. Holt passes it up, across, turns it over. Holt staying on side. Swings it across. Larson has it. Looking for Van Shaw. Here's Van Shaw. Takes the shot. Stopped by Meager. Johnstone. And the fans are already starting to get on Meager. You can hear the Meager chants. That one goes down the ice. Out to play it is Meager. Shaw. Up ahead. Rose. Back in the lineup. No, the nifty feed. Not sure if he intentionally did that or if he just lost control of it. The big bump. Rose back in the lineup. They miss his physicality on Friday. Going in hard after it is Peterson. Peterson with the backhand feed in front. Scramble. Banked off the boards and kept in. Everly has it at the blue line. Sent down. Nope. And that hit some bodies and it stayed. Shaw dumps it down the ice, swinging hard after it was turned on, but like Blue Jays most of last season, completely missed it. Miller trying to duck through the other legs like an underduck like you would with the kids on a swing up at a park. And I am looking forward to making the 3-hour trip to Mooseman to see my kids after this game. I've missed them. I haven't seen them since Friday. Moves it up ahead. But all that to bring you the exciting provincial hockey action that we have been bringing you on TL Media. Turned over down the ice, and that one will be icing with 16:27 to go in the first period.
You can tell that Rose is excited to get back into this lineup. First shift, good offensive play, good physicality. He's going to be coming out with fresh legs, wanting to impose his will on this game.
And everybody loves some fresh roses. Well, ironically, Rose didn't play on Valentine's Day, and he was a thorn in the side of Raymore on last Sunday. Behind that, the two teams are battling. McCabe feeds it up ahead. Cross-ice pass for center. Over Lennon. Lennon takes a bump by Bolifer. Taken into the boards. Both teams are bringing a physicalness in this early going. That's just letting them play on and they're going. Back to the blue line. The shot from the point. Stopped by Meager. Big rebound. But the ref whistles it dead. 15:48 to go here. Shots on net are allegedly 3-1 in favor of Raymore.
And tonight, Travis, it's going to be a battle of Curtis Meager and Daniel Wappel. Despite the potent offenses these two teams have, I think our storyline tonight are going to be these two goaltenders.
Well, that's been the storyline of the series. Heading into game 2, I thought there's no way Wappel's going to allow as many goals as he did in game 1, and he was rock solid as he comes. Only allowing 1 goal the other night, but he hasn't been the best goalie this weekend. Tip of a hat to Matlock for last night from Bigger. That game could have easily been 20-1. Getting back to this afternoon's game, Soar has it behind his net. Turned over. He scored! A costly turnover ends up in the back of the net, and the Rockets are in front. Larson with Larceny takes up 1-0 for Raymore.
And that's the potent offense we were talking about for Raymore, Travis. Forces that turnover in the forecheck zone. Nothing Meager could do on that one. Great cross-crease pass. And there you have it. Raymore 1-0. Carlyle's chasing the 8-ball again.
They say offense wins games, defense wins championships. We saw a little bit of both on that play. Offense or defense set up the offense. And the fans are all over Meager after that one.
That's got to be some of the best things of a small senior rink. Those fans right on top of you, get right in the air of that goalie.
And you know, a lot of the times, it just motivates them. And, oh yeah, they're chanting my name. I'll show them. But sometimes you try a little bit too hard to make the big save, and ends up biting you in the butt. Peterson, Eberly goes to Peterson.
Rocket goal! His first of the series, scored by number 11, Carlyle Larson.
Larson with the goal.
Assistant number 16, Chris Shaw. 22, Landon Walters. And the goal for
Larson for Bell Shaw and Walters opens the scoring, and here they are again. That goes behind the net. And the play is whistled. Get 2 minutes for slashing. And we have a power play coming up for Raymore. Crosley's heading the box. 2 minutes for slashing.
Well, that's exactly what Carlyle couldn't afford there. Give up the early goal. Now you got to kill a penalty. Doesn't give you time to get your offense back into this game and try to get back into it before they get 2 minutes with an extra guy.
He'll go to the box for 2 minutes, and he'll feel shame. Then Shaw puts it back to the point. Gorski sends it down to the corner. Back, Gorski. Gorski has it. Moves it over. Swinging it around. He scores! Top Southwood, Mama Hines, the peanut butter And it's 2-0 for Raymore early in this one.
That potent offense keeps on rolling. Carlisle's going to have to do something drastic here to try and get back in this game. You cannot let this game get out of this first period 2-0 based on the way Raymore played Friday night and is playing early in this game. You got to get something in this first period.
It's 2-0 before our first commercial break. Holt wins the draw. Moves it up ahead through center. Down the ice, Holt. Cross ice pass. Moves it through center through the neutral zone. Walters just keeping it in. Drzinski didn't really move it anywhere. Up ahead, Holt just watches it go. McCabe being trapped back. Banked off the board.
Power play goal. Start of the series. Scored by number 5, Canada Everly.
Everly makes it 2-0.
Shane Peterson. And number 9, Shane Gorski.
Everly from Peterson and Gorski with the 2-0 goal.
From Peterson and Gorski at 5.
On the power play, 12:55 left in the first. It's 2-0 for Raymore. Shaw bringing the physicality. Up ahead. Lennon. Rose banks it off the boards. Rose with the hit after he sends the puck across. Over the blue line, red line. Banked off the boards. Meager up ahead. Drzinski cross ice. Losing it. Ziemer. And delayed offside. 12-12 left. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
And a special hello to Matt Farms. They're also a contributing factor to what brought us here to Raymore this afternoon. Matt Farms, thank you so much for your wonderful support and contributions from viewers like you. Drzinski in the corner being bumped against the boards as the fans watch on at the sold-out Raymore Arena. Cross-ice pass, down low, redirected, tried another cross-ice pass, but they got a little too crisscross. Made you go jump. Banked off the boards, Everly after it. Everly behind the net. Everly, up the bar, not in. The ref was in prime position, not in. But being pressed, Meager, scrambling to get back into position. Off the crossbar, it was not in the net, according to the referee. Johnstone back the other way. Johnstone loses it, and Everly has it. The backhand beat intercepted by Niven. Niven loses it once again, but he was able to get it to Romanek. Down the ice it goes. Offer the shot. That goes well wide. Kept him back the other way, though. Nano Shaw in breakaway. Shoots, stopped by Meager. Desperate save by Meager. If it was 3-0, this game could have been over early. Nevin back the other way. Breakaway of his own. Here he is. Losing control. No call on that play. Could have been a penalty shot with 10:33 left in the first period. 2-0 is the score in favor of Raymore, and they look to press for more. Cross ice, losing control of it. Going back, doesn't really follow. The puck didn't follow him. Raymore has it in their own end. Swing and a miss. Coming up. Banked off the boards. Stays in. the Carlyle end. Cross ice pass. Gorski has it at center ice with 10 minutes to play in the first. Meager moves it over to Walther. And they're just playing catch with it behind the net. Holt, cross ice. Big collision just in front of us. Over the blue line, takes a shot. Up by Meager. And the Bronx cheer here in Raymore. Lennon down the ice. And that goes out of play, and we'll take a timeout. You're watching Good on Industry Game Time on Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Gabriel, Service and Repair. This and That. Synergy Ag. Prairie Power Electrical. Rocky Mountain Equipment.
Back Travis Longman live in Raymore. Ducks on net are 12-4 in favor of Raymore. Raymore leads 2-0 with 9:20 to go in the first period. And here's Carlyle. Zimmer with the shot that goes just wide. Down the ice it goes. Crosley into the corner. They're battling along the near boards. Carlyle has it. They move it up. Zimmer's going after it and capped in. Good defense by the Rockets. Linked off the boards. Hits an ankle. Turned over. Going after it. Drzinski using his large mass to get his body into it, but McCabe has it back the other way. Knocked off Rose. Fans are hollering for a too many men penalty. Down the other way. Brown. Cross ice pass right in front of the Raymore bench. And there's a stick broken. That's near center ice. Moves it over. Rose. Rose across the red line. Dumped down the ice. That goes high and out of play. With 8:04 left in the first period.
Now, I'm hoping that the standard that's been set by the officiating is held with the no call on the breakaway there. I'm hoping that continues throughout the game, unless it's blatant. Let them play, let them decide the game. Very well could have been a penalty on that trip, but from my vantage point, I can't tell if he got puck or legs on that one.
8 minutes to go. Banked off the boards. Moves it over. Backhand feed. Producer Mitch, do you have an episode of the Rob Peterson Show tuned up for this first intermission?
Sure do, buddy.
Across the red line. Pass over. Losing control of it. Flopper. Dumped down the ice, just not near. Just onside. Rosales dumps it down the ice after Soar. Soar moves it Holt. Holt over through the neutral zone. He tried to get him center ice. Holt dumps it. Tried to anyway. Drzinski hits an ankle. Turnover Holt. Holt right in the slot. Great save, Wappel.
Great save by Wappel. The defenseman doing a great job clearing out that net. Got no issues with that physicality right in front of the Raymore net there.
If you're going to beat Waffle, you're going to need traffic. And there was just not enough traffic on that play. Waffle stops those generally 9 times out of 10. After game 1, it takes a lot of traffic, and gonna have to go to the dirty areas to beat a high-end net like Daniel Waffle. Up ahead across the blue line. Turned over. Miller sends it down the ice. Backhand. Down along the floor. No. I thought the ref was going to start to fly. He was waving his arms out fast. 6:02 left in the first period. 2-0 in favor of Raymore. We will not turn it down for anything, Will John. But we will take a pause on the play. Reed, what are you seeing so far?
Carlisle's starting to pick it up a little bit, Travis. Raymore's still getting their chances, but these fast break chances for Carlyle could be dangerous if they can get something set up and get someone in front of Daniel Waffle.
Yes. I couldn't have said it better myself. 5:54 left in the first period. Faceoff comes just outside the Raymore zone. Van Shaw comes away with it. Spinning around, right round. Off ahead, off the boards, down the ice. No icing. Must have been a fail. Banked off the boards. Battle along the far board, or the near boards, if we can't see it. Van Shaw. Sends it in. Kept in. Puts it on net. Big rebound. It trickles in. It's in the net. It's 3-0 for Raymore with 5:04 remaining in period one.
Travis, we might have to see a goalie change here from Carlyle. It is not Meager's fault in the least, but as we've seen before, sometimes a goalie change can bring energy to the team.
Absolutely. No, you can't really fault Meager for any of the goals. They're just being physically dominated by Raymore. How louder the chirps go up here in Raymore. The fans are all over Meager. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, Dangelman Developments, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment.
Up ahead, down the ice, and to the right of Meager. Reed, have you ever heard a goalie get chirped?
Yeah, I've heard a goalie get chirped quite a bit. Never know if it's going to affect them or not, but who knows? Maybe it's doing something to them with a 3-0 lead for Raymore in this first period.
Shaw with the shot. Backhand feet over. Trying to put it on net, but a good defensive play. Sending it into the corner. Waffle with the save. Now, the chance, Mitch, are you familiar with that? Have we seen chirp? Does it just roll right off their back?
Time of the goal, 14:56. That's Larson, his second game. Walters and Van Ocean at 14.
Maybe Well, we all saw Daryl Strawberry get chirped and brought a tear to his eye. Vermilion, Alberta, my old stomping grounds. Behind the net, moves it over. Walters. Over the blue line. Going in hard after it, bumped into the boards. Carlisle's not letting up on the physicality. And you wouldn't expect them to either. Down the ice. Walters has it in his own end. Van Shaw. Down the ice it goes. Brown after it. 3:30 to go. First period. 3-0 in favor of Raymore. You can guarantee that Sandra and Darla are both pumped. Sandra's watching it in Playa del Carmen, and Darla's watching it in Vermilion, Alberta. My old stomping grounds. I went to Lakeland College in 2009. Home of the Tigers, the old Junior B team. Flynn, over across. Back the other way, Holt across the blue line. Holt, back to Holt. Holt over in the corner. Nevin with the shot, that goes by. 2:40 remaining in the first period. Kept in, shot. That didn't miss by much. The ref blows it dead. Just as it looked like Carlyle was about to.
High Country Acres TN, Alpha Plumbing and Heating, Freeze Tall and Rubber, Darcy Coots.
Now, this could be a dangerous area of the game for Carlyle. You're not out of this game, but a lot of teams, when they get down this, will start going the physicality route. They want to exact a pound of flesh for this. But if they get into penalty troubles, this game could get out of hand.
Absolutely, it could. Penalties have already cost the Cougars a goal in the early going on this one. 2:25 remaining in the first period. It remains 3-0 for Well, we have a cat from Trailer Park with us. Steve French, how are you? I wonder if that's just a coincidence. Going back after it. 2:10 remaining. Eberly cross over the blue line. Cross ice. Miller with a shot. Hits. Stop. Holding on for a whistle is meager. Minute 54 remaining in the first period.
As both teams, you got to be a little bit pay attention here. At some point, the refs are going to have enough of this after the whistle stuff, and they'll just take one guy. They'll take one guy, put somebody down to put an end to it. I don't want to see that happen to either of these teams, but seeing a lot of after the whistle pushing and shoving.
So far, the refs have officiated a fairly consistent game, and you like to see that. McCabe sends it down behind the net. Both moves it ahead off the boards, kept in. Minute 40 left in the first period. Rose sends his man down. That has a few words for him. Up ahead. Uses his body. Van Shaw. Waiting for it. At the red line. Banked off the boards just out of Van Shaw's reach. Cross ice pass to Bulliford. Bulliford over the blue line. Spinning around the Bullifurian spinorama. Loses the puck though. Lennon with the shot. Kick the side there. Round the net. And that goes wide. Up ahead. Zimmer Zimmer over the blue line, takes a shot. That goes wide. 40 seconds left in the first period. Sent down the ice. Stays in the playing area. Soar has it behind his net. 30 seconds remaining in period number one. Hit on the numbers. No call. Good to hit. Zimmer. 18 seconds left. Holt, one last rush. Holt knocked off his stick. A good defensive play there by Gorski, number 9, up ahead. Standing on it. Maybe time for another shot for Raymore. Stopped by Meager as time expires. The score after one period of play, Raymore 3, Carlyle 1. Nothing, rather. Carlyle, nothing. They do not have anything. Nada. That's the end of period one. You're watching Good On Industry Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
Jim Barker joins us, our football analyst, 5-time Grey Cup champion. And Jim, here we are, my guy. Football ended last week, at least as far as games. So I'm just wondering where your head is. What league, what level? What are you thinking these days?
Well, I was all over the place until you went and started to pop off about what Henry Burris got from Calgary. And where did you get your information?
I think Henry.
Do you know who negotiated that contract for Calgary?
Let me guess, you.
Yes. And it was nowhere near what you say. Now, maybe Henry said this and he wanted you to think that, but that was not where it was at. In fact, I have a great story for how that all went down. So the new owners, John Ferzani and Ted Heller, they had just bought the team and basically hired me as the general manager. And Kahari Jones had been the quarterback there with Matt Dunnigan and wanted to stay. And so when we came in and basically they hired me in the middle of January, by the time I got done doing all the all-star games and all that, it was middle of February, and I sat down with the owners and they said, you know, what if we offer Kahari a low deal, but what they felt was a fair deal at $180,000. So we offered Kahari, and we would have not gone on Henry. This is a true story. I mean, I have no reason to make it up. So we went to Henry's agent and said, we will offer you, $180,000. And he said, I can't sign for less than 200. I just can't do that. And I kind of understood what he was saying, but that was where he was. I said, as soon as we hang the phone up, we're going to go out and sign Henry Burris. And he said, we can't go that low. And I think he probably thought we would come back to him. But we didn't. We hung up the phone. And again, he was offered right in the 300 range. The whole thing about RVs and all that, again, maybe it happened, but I had no knowledge. It was people who had nothing to do with the Stampeders and the ownership group there. They were not into that. That ownership group was not at all into giving out these extra things, any under the table thing. That just wasn't part of the deal. And so we went to Henry, and like I said, we were going to get him. And I think it ended up being around 300. I think you're exactly right. They weren't going to go over 250. That was kind of Roy's number, I believe. But I don't remember that number exactly. I do remember how the whole thing went down, though. And I do know it wasn't like we just rolled in all this stuff in Calgary. to get Henry. Now, Henry changed Calgary completely because Calgary was down to draw on 3,000 to 4,000 people. It was owned by a guy who really didn't care about the CFL or Calgary, and he cared about his son. And as soon as those guys, John and Ferzani and Hellard and Dave Sapungis and that solid group of owners that we had, as soon as they came in, the city got behind them. Then we go out and get Henry Burris and go 11-7 the first year and made the playoffs. We had made the playoffs every year up until last year from 2005. So again, be careful when you start talking, because those things, when you say, they rolled out, they gave him 2 RVs and 500,000, it makes the person who was the GM look like an idiot. And then you got him waiting in the wings to come on. So I don't know.
Oh, Jim. 20 years. It was 20 years ago. The stories get better. Do you remember we played you guys in the preseason and Roy said we were going to come in and break Henry's neck? Remember that? It was on the front page of the Calgary Sun the next day.
It was classic stuff. It really was.
Okay, be careful, he says. Oh, because you've never fudged numbers. Okay, Laura from Edmonton writes in. Laura, on the Progressive Insurance text line, 902-518-3033. She says, hey, RP, I decided to spend 1 year to totally dedicate to the CFL and NFL as a new viewer. I really enjoyed it. But as a resident of Edmonton, I'm not clear about what's gone on with the Elks. So no preconceived notions about the Elks. My question is, what would be a good game to go to, i.e. visiting team versus Elks? Thanks, RP and squad. Well, I'm going to say go to Sask at Edmonton or Calgary at Edmonton. You can't go wrong. I can tell you right now when that Calgary at Edmonton game will be. It'll be the Saturday after Labor Day weekend. But she's asking, she didn't really know what's going on with Edmonton. Jim, I think everybody feels they've won the offseason or the free agency and offseason. Do you?
Well, I would say to her, go to the first game they play, because that game's going to tell a lot about, we talked about it last year. They played Saskatchewan in the opener. I don't know who they're playing this year, but we said that game is going to be key to how both seasons, Saskatchewan and Calgary's and Edmonton season go. And sure enough, it did. So I would say go to the first game because it's going to set a tempo for what kind of a team that Mark Killam's trying to build there, doing the things that they're trying to do. Now, in terms of them and free aid, here's the bottom line. There's no, you could talk about a salary cap and 400,000. We've talked about this every week. There's no salary cap in the CFL. And now with the money, the appearance money, if they go, say the cap is $6 million and they go to $6.2 million, they just have to take $200,000 out of their salaries and put it onto appearance money, and they're at the cap. Also, it's a luxury tax. Okay, you can lose first round picks. You can lose up to $100,000 if you go over the cap. But it's truly a luxury tax. My belief, and again, you talk to more people than I do, but my belief is Edmonton made a decision. We're going to do what we have to do. And if we got to go over, we're going to go over, but we're going to get this thing changed around. I remember Ed back in, when we were both GMs and we were at the NFLPA game when Mike Riley was a free agent. And I would just kind of joke. I said, so what are you going to pay Mike? And he said, whatever I have to. Dead serious. And that's the way Ed operates. He knows what he wants and he's going to go out and get it. Now, my belief is with the new ownership, he's kind of got carte blanche to go and build this team in the way he wants to do it. So I don't know that there was ever a cap issue that he was worried about. I don't think it was he knew about this 400 and other people didn't. I don't believe people knew about it personally in terms of the people I've talked to. Yeah. But again, I'm not media, so I don't get the same kind of contacts you do.
You are media, and who's paying you? Media. I don't talk to as many as you. I talk to like 3 guys, but here's the thing. I trust them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't need a big net. Interesting here, because one of the reasons I called my guy this morning was about flipping rosters, because I said Riders lost half of their O-line and 3/4 of their D-line or whatever it is. And I said, back in the day, Jim, you guys always wanted continuity year to year to year. It worked. And he goes, it doesn't I said, it's not a thing anymore. And last night I was on a show here. We talked about the Michigan Wolverines. They went, Jim, the basketball team, from 3 wins last year to the basketball team, Michigan Wolverines, to leading the Big Ten, and they only had 2 returning players, all because of the transfer portal. My question to you is, how does that change coaching when you don't have the same room every year? This guy that I talked to, a GM, didn't seem that worried about it. He's like, we just need to coach him up better.
Yeah, coaching isn't in pro football. You expect to coach new guys every year. It just, again, if you can get it going to where you have the same guys, it makes it easier because now your players become coaches for the things you're doing. But usually when you have a good team, you're going to lose coaches and you're going to have to be bringing new coaches in, which is a different thing. So I don't think that's an issue at all in terms of turning a team over. Again, the key to turning a team over is getting that quarterback that you know can win. When we were in Calgary, Henry Burris. When we were in Toronto, Ricky Ray. I mean, you have to do that, and you can't speculate on things. That's my concern with Edmonton. Hey, Trey Ford could end up becoming the best thing that Canada has seen a quarterback in forever, but he hasn't, and they're putting all their eggs in his basket. Yeah, Cody's there, but this is Trey Ford's team. They've made that known, and it should be okay. That's the way it is. But no matter how much you surround him with great players, it's still going to come down to, can Trey Ford execute when they need and to get them over the hump? They'll be good. They'll be good everywhere. I mean, their defense will be much improved. They went after the lines. I mean, look at the Super Bowl this year. Okay, it was so similar to the Grey Cup in that the team that was slightly favored, okay, came into the game slightly favored, basically physically got their butts kicked. Okay, because you win. This is for the new fan in Edmonton. Always watch the lines. When an offensive and a defensive line can dominate a game, that team's going to win. And that's what happened in our Grey Cup. Toronto's offensive and defensive line controlled Winnipeg's offensive and defensive line. In the Super Bowl, same thing. Philadelphia's offensive and defensive line completely controlled Kansas City's offensive and defensive line. I mean, the score ended 40-22, but it was not that close.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to argue with you on football, but I'll say this. The Grey Cup was a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. Argos leading, and when Zach cut his finger, to me, that's when it changed. There was that line domination, yes. But if Zach doesn't get hurt and can finish the game, I don't think the Argos win.
Well, that's your prerogative to think that. I mean, Zach actually went down earlier in the third quarter, as I recall, right, because they were coming right down, getting ready to score there, right by where our Duffy and my table were. So I kind of remember that. But my point is that in big games, ultimately lines win out. And Philadelphia played that game against Kansas City, rushing 4 players the whole game. When you can do that, Patrick Mahomes, he went back. He had no time to throw because Philadelphia's defensive line was all over him. And their secondary was giving him so many different looks. He could hold it, but he couldn't find anybody open because of all the different coverage things they were doing. When you can control a team by rushing just 4 guys, and that's what Toronto has had. Toronto's been a team that can rush 4 guys and get pressure.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies.
Welcome back to period number 2 of Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. The score is 3-0 in favor of the Raymore Rockets in Game 3. And the winner of this game tonight will move on to play the Lumsden Monarchs in round 2 of the Provincial A South. Johnson goes after it. Taken into the corner. Eberle right in front. Miller scores! Right through the 5-hole of Meager. And it's a 4-0 game in favor of Raymore.
Carlisle's just got no answer for Raymore. I'm not a coach, but I think you got to look at putting Landon all day, and if he's the backup tonight, they got to do something to try and get back into this game. And this is not Meager's fault. Raymore's just outplaying Carlyle on every aspect right now.
Do you think maybe that the first game was a bit of an illusion? And maybe what's Carlyle doing differently than they did in game one? Or not doing?
I think we're just seeing the real Raymore Rockets. I heard from a few people after the game, after the first game, that was not Raymore hockey. That was not Daniel Wappel. They were not playing their best hockey. And now I think these two games, we're seeing Raymore playing Raymore hockey.
Yes, that's for sure. And Wappel, I'm very strongly believing that you're not going to beat him 4 times tonight. So that goal was a disaster for Carlyle, and not to start for the second period one. But the Rockets, or the Cougars rather, still have a lot of talent on their team, and it only takes one to get right back into it. Driving in hard, the backhand, stopped by Meager. But it is pivotal to get the next one.
Yeah, at this point in this game, they have to get the next one, get some energy back in their lines. And you're right, Carlisle's a very, very skilled roster. They're a very physical roster. They have all the makings to beat this Raymore team. It's just if they can get through this Raymore system and find a way past Wappel.
Battle in the corner, falling down. That was Walters that went down the ice. McCabe up ahead. Walters gets up and passes it over. Fancy work. 18-21 go here in the second period. 4-0 is the score in favor of Raymore. Shots on net are 21 for Raymore compared to just 6 for Carlyle. That just shows the flow of the game thus far.
Right. Goal. His third of the series. By number 7, Arthur Miller.
Miller with his first of tonight, first of the game, his third of the series.
And number 9, Peyton Gorski.
Miller from Peterson and Gorski.
Miller is third of the series from Peterson and Gorski at 30 seconds.
Up ahead, Brzezinski. What's on that? Crowley hits Miller's helmet and goes wide. Brzezinski with the shot, hits the leg, backhand feed. Taken down, there is a penalty. And it's a must score for Carlyle in this power play to get some life and back into the Cougars.
Yeah, all they can hope for here, Travis, is get a power play goal. This power play is very good, but this penalty kill for Raymore was also very good on Friday night. We'll have to see what happens here. Carlyle needs this badly.
Almanac gets the draw over to the Sword. Sword puts it on net. Or he tried to anyway. Meager over to Sword. Meager to play it again. Soar over, breaking out Benson. Crossley got the shot stopped by Wappel, who holds on for a whistle. 16:58 left in the second period. It remains 4-0. Raymore.
And one thing I'm noticing, Travis, is when Carlyle gets into the zone, they're taking the first shot. They're not being able to get anything set up. Wapple's eating these alive. He'll take those kind of shots all game.
Niven has it. Bumped into the boards and good forecheck by Miller. Drzezinski across the blue line. Driving in hard. Drzezinski shoots it. Missed the net. Drzezinski. Back to Johnstone. Johnstone shoots it. Redirected. Niven. Over in the corner. Back to Johnstone. Passes over. Niven. Back. The shot. Hits the body. Unable to get it was Niven. Play stays in behind the net. Back Johnstone. Johnstone. Down low. Brzezinski back to Johnstone. Johnstone shot. That goes behind the net. Got his blocker on it. 15 seconds left on the man advantage for Carlyle. Over Drzezinski. Drzezinski back. Niven. Look for it, and it's a break the other way. It's Miller. He has 3 goals this series already. Passes it over Eberle. And holding on for a whistle is Meager.
Carlyle had some good pressure there going, Travis, but this defensive system by Raymore is just eliminating everything. You can't make a crisp pass or get any clean shot in all the shot lanes, all the pass lanes. Really awesome job on that penalty kill.
And doing a good job of getting bodies in front of the puck, even getting down low. As plays in the far corner, goes out into the neutral zone. Passes it over. Passes it over. McCabe. Down the ice. 15 minutes to go here in period number 2. Taken down hard. Holt passes it to his brother. Holt, big shot. Benson keeps it in, shoots it, not almost hit the Saskatchewan flag. Going down hard was Holt. And play is whistled in.
Now, Travis, you watch a lot of senior hockey, and you're involved in a lot of senior hockey. What do you think Carlyle needs to do right now to get back into this game?
I think they need to up the physicality and keep trying to pressure them. Raymore is a rock solid team, and they're showing it. They're not allowing much to get through. And definitely they have to stay out of the penalty box. Keep the composure. Shot after shot after shot. It only takes one to get right back in it. Shaw over to Crosley. Crosley. Rose. Loses it. Benosh Shaw. Up ahead. Turns over. Ball's down. 14 minutes left in the second period. Kept in. Rose decides to move it to the neutral zone. Crosley. Crosley passes it back. Rose bumped into the boards. Crosley bumps Walters. Rose and Crosley bringing the tenacity on this shift. Crosley's been out of trouble. The big off the boards. Takes a shot. That goes wide. Moves it over. Across the blue line. Driving in hard. McCabe shoots it. Stopped by Meager. 13-10 to go. Second period. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TLM.
Mission Ridge Heifers, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Agency, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
Come on, Rap. Come on. I guess so. And there's a penalty on the play. Peterson's having some words for Carlyle. Not happy. Taking them both.
I don't hate that decision, Travis. You got to try and take control of this at some point. Take them both. They were both cross-checking, both saying stuff. Send a message to the benches that the refs aren't going to handle or take this anymore.
Absolutely. You got to contain the rage in the cage. With 12:58 to go, you don't want this to get out of hand. Cote down the ice. Up ahead, turns over. Raymore sends it on Meager. Meager holds on for a whistle. Shots on net now 23 in favor of Raymore for just 8. 12:44 left. Second period. Miller loses the draw. Benson has it behind his net. Move it up. Benson. Oh, Niven. Down the ice. Out of the play is Waffle. Waffle with the backhand. Larock falls down. Passes it over. Benoit Shaw. Stop. 12:11 to go here in the second period. It remains 4-0 for Raymore.
During this stoppage, I would just like to give a thank you to our people watching and commenting for keeping the comments respectful and nice. This is perfect. We love having you guys involved, and again, thank you guys for keeping it respectful and safe for everybody.
Yeah, so let's keep the comments within the boundaries of good taste. Down the ice, and that one's going for icing. We're not even going to move our cameras or camera. We're a one-man camera system tonight. Reed, what's your favorite kind of milkshake?
My favorite kind of milkshake is a chocolate milkshake, Travis.
It's better than yours. 12:02 left. And I'd like to remind you that I do not own or pretend to own the music that is played here. Tell that to Mr. Zuckerberg because he has a problem with it for some reason. 11:55 left in the second period. Krasinski's up against Rosales. He's called back to the bench, and Raymore is making a change. Larson is out there along with Walters and Benoit Shaw. And coming away with is Larson. Walters cross-ice pass, stopped by Meager.
22-1-8. We have a winner shooting for $25,000 tonight, sponsored by Travis and Kelly Whitford. Doug Walters. Doug Walters, you're going to shoot for $25,000. Please come to the sound booth at the intermission. So the signs are there.
Doug Walters will be shooting for $25,000 during the intermission. Hey Doug, can I borrow $20? I'm just kidding. But I hope you make it, Doug. Oh, the paramedics are here. We hope that everybody is okay and it's just a precaution. Passes it over the shot, stopped by Meager. 11-12 in the second period.
Eager is settling in, keeping his team close to the score until they can get their offense going. But he's going to need some help. He needs that offense to get going for Carlyle.
Absolutely, he will. But the Rockets, they're still in flight. They're still up 4-0, and they're not showing signs of letting down. I don't think anyone on the Rockets will be calling for Houston at this moment. Down the ice it goes. Cody. Cross ice, pass, unable to get it. Cross the red line, dumped out. 10:40 left in the second period. Benson over the blue line with speed, but no numbers. Spinning around, and they have a penalty. Carlyle is going to the power play when we come back. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, this and that. Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical.
Krasinski has it in the far corner. Circling around back at the point, kept in by Niven. Feeds it down low, cross, kept in. Back to Niven. Niven over. Takes a shot. Niven keeps driving behind the net. Krasinski, they're going to need his leadership down 4. Oh, and that comes out of the zone. Back to get it is Niven. Good forecheck by Raymore. Krasinski has it at center ice. Over to Krasinski. Krasinski behind the net. Krasinski in front. Intercepted down the ice it goes. A good penalty kill for Raymore. 9:20 remains in period number 2. Up ahead. Holt loses control of it. Down the ice it goes. And the paramedics are leaving. We hope everyone is okay. Romanuk behind the net, driving in hard with speed. 10 seconds to go on the Cougars' man advantage. Benson over in the corner. Back, Benson shoots. Knocked away. Kept in. Soar over Benson. Benson puts it on net. Kicked aside there by Waffle. Soar once again. The back end by Romanuk. Waffle holds on for a whistle. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
And Travis, I gotta give a quick shout out here. I have to thank my boss, Stacey and Sean, for letting me borrow a laptop to make me able to do these 3 games with you from my house this weekend.
And it's been wonderful having you read, taking some weight off producer Mitch, and also freeing me up to do some other stuff as well. If anyone wants to be a volunteer for TL Media, don't hesitate to contact me. Krasinski. Gorski moves it up ahead. Benoit Shaw. 8 minutes to go. Second period. Krasinski. He's going to see a lot of ice over the remaining 27 plus minutes. Larson. And there's a penalty on the play. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, Synergy Egg.
Hands up. Them fighting words. One of the fans just blocked the puck, and another fan said, "You're a better goalie than what Carlisle's got." The chirp.
Hopefully, it's all in good fun in there today at Raymore.
Oh, they're having a blast. The Rockets are in front 4-0. And they have treated me so well. And before the end of the broadcast, I have thank yous to say. 7:15 to go, second period. That takes a shot. And Meager with the save. Backhand over. Wrap around. Up ahead. Plays in the neutral zone now. 6:44 remaining in period number 2. 4-0 is the score. Nevin. Nevin behind the net. Holt going after it. Romanek over. Nevin back off the boards. Takes a shot. Stop. Big rebound. This is the type of goal Carlisle needs. They need any type, but that's what Carlisle has to keep doing. They need to up that physicalness. You're not going to, very unlikely going to score a pretty goal. It's going to be a garbage goal like that. But Waffle made the save there. Meager holds on for a whistle with 5:58 remaining. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
And you're completely right, Travis. It's not gonna be a pretty goal against Daniel Waffle tonight. It's gonna be with pressure in front, getting bodies there, making him fight through a screen. But it seems like even when they have guys in front, Waffle's still seeing this puck somehow.
Good defense, sir. Doing a good job from keeping the Cougars from getting it. Take a shot. Stop, and we'll take a break. You're watching Good on Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Agency, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
5:56 to go here in the second period. 4-0 for Raymore. Shots on net are 28-12 in favor of Raymore. Backhand feet. Cody doing a good job doing his keeping it in. Holt takes a bump into the boards. Backhand feed. Back Brown. Brown down in the corner. Lennon. Cross ice. Off a stick and it stays in. Larock. Offside. What's going on?
Carlisle definitely putting a little bit more pressure on Raymore here. But Daniel Wappel is the star of this game so far. His guys have got him a nice lead, nice comfortable lead so far, and he's able to just make his saves, get to the next play. It's been a really good all-around game from Raymore.
Brzezinski hasn't hit a stick, and Brzezinski goes hard after it. Kept in. A good play there by Johnson. Brzezinski over in the far corner. Kept in. Brown. Brown cross-ice pass. Full offer. Back the other way. Larson. But a good play. Pass off the board. Walters sends it over. 4:45 to go in the second period. Score remains 4-0 in favor of Raymore. And Zach Brown is going to the penalty box. For 2 minutes.
Now, Brown's in a game like this to add a little bit of that physicality, but this is the second penalty he's taken. The first one didn't cost him manpower, but this one did.
It may just be a 10-minute misconduct. Wait to see what the booming pipes of Travis Leffler has to say. Cross pass off the boards. Gorski. Over Miller. Soar. Down the ice it goes. Shaw. And the slot. Miss. Oh! And that's the kind of afternoon it's been for Carlyle. Golden opportunity to put the Cougars on the board. Missed it by that much. Miller has it back in the Cougar end. Turns over. Eberle. Taken down. Eberle was taken down hard. Fans are calling for a penalty.
Zach Brown, 10-minute misconduct.
It is just a 10-minute misconduct for Zach Brown. And I shouldn't say just. 10 minutes is a long time.
With the way Dakota Rose is playing tonight, he might have to get an escort from the police out of this arena. The Raymore fans do not seem happy with him.
Absolutely. Our friends at Mad Farms will be happy with how the Rockets are playing this evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is.
There's an update to 50-50 tonight. Guaranteed $2,000 courtesy food services. Over $2,500.
The 50-50 is now over $25,000. And we'll take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
The official song of Tom Brady. Three minutes and 10 seconds left in period number 2. And at what point do you think the Rockets will start thinking about the next series, potential next series with the Lumsden Monarchs? Less than an hour separates those two. Lennon wants his man in to the boards. Down low, missed it. Over in the corner. Raymore has it behind the net. Raymore. Down off Shaw, the shot. Hit the wrong side of the net with 2:30 left in the second period. And Reed, how soon do you think Raymore do you think maybe you thought about next series potential start popping into their head now?
I don't think these guys will think about anything but this game until the final whistle. Obviously, the fans are going to start thinking about it, but I think the players will keep their mind on the task at hand.
And the broadcasters, we can imagine. And we can also imagine what's going to happen on TL Media next weekend. We'll do that later on. Backhand, up. Cody has his stick lifted, gets it up. Ruzinski through center. Cross ice, Drzinski. Drzinski gets by. He shoots. Stopped by Waffle with his hardest save of the night. Next weekend on TL Media, we're going to be live from Redbirds when Milestone is in town. And then on Saturday night, Oxbow hosts a Cinema. Provincial action continues on Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Rusley has it. Moves it over. Backhand feed. And there's a battle in the corner. Brzezinski kicked aside. The left. Stop by Waffle. Not to be confused with Waffle. Although both of their play are delicious. You know where you can get a good waffle? Denny's. Backhand feed Crosley. Miller back the other way. Miller over Peterson. Peterson cross-ice pass. Saved by Meager. Crosley back the other way. Runs into his own teammate. Looking like Mark Sanchez a bit there. Takes a shot. Stopped by Meager. Holt, the backhand feed. Over to Holt. Back the other way comes Brown. Brown holds it. Keeps the drive. The shot. Getting his skate on it was Waffle. Even when Carlyle gets chances, Waffle has been spectacular when called upon.
Oh, and it's just a complete team game from Raymore here today. The offense, defense, getting the points they need. Waffle hasn't been asked to do a whole lot. Made some really nice saves. It's just a complete team game here.
The Raymore Rockets are for real, and this weekend they've been spectacular. Plays in the far corner. Brzezinski behind the net. Brzezinski. They're going to need Carlisle's going to need a Lanigan-esque comeback in the third period. Down 4-0. 4-0 for the Raymore Rockets with 30.4 seconds remaining in period number 2.
A much better second period by Carlyle and Travis. They are starting to figure it out, but is it too little, too late already?
With the play of Daniel Waffle, you almost have to think that, but Carlisle's not going to quit until the final buzzer goes. 20 seconds remaining in period number 2. I wouldn't be surprised if both Brzezinski stay on the ice for the entire third period. They better get the rest at the intermission, which is coming up in 15 seconds. Laying out the body, Romanek. Niven. The energy line in game 1 hasn't been able to get much done. Fake the fake. Gorski. And that could draw eyes from the Carlyle bench. Coming up we're going to run some commercials and then we'll play the second part of the Rod Peterson Show. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media. Go take your dog for a walk, but make sure to come back for period number 3.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
I'm not going to argue with you on football, but I'll say this. The Grey Cup was a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. Argos leading. And when Zach cut his finger, to me, that's when it changed. There was that line domination, yes. But if Zach doesn't get hurt and can finish the game, I don't think the Argos win.
Well, that's your prerogative to think that. I mean, Zach actually went down earlier in the in the third quarter, as I recall,
right,
because they were coming right down, getting ready to score there, right by where our Duffy and my table were. So I kind of remember that. But my point is that in big games, ultimately lines win out. And Philadelphia played that game against Kansas City, rushing 4 players the whole game. When you can do that, Patrick Mahomes, he went back. He had no time to throw because Philadelphia's defensive line was all over him. And their secondary was giving him so many different looks. He could hold it, but he couldn't find anybody open because of all the different coverage things they were doing. When you can control a team by rushing just 4 guys, and that's what Toronto has had. Toronto's been a team that can rush 4 guys and get pressure. And they've had an offensive line that's been physical enough to both run the ball and protect the quarterback. So, again, when you have those things, you have a chance to win. I thought Kansas City, their offensive line, their tackles, Thuney, we talked about it on your show. He's a guard. He was moved to guard in college because his arms are so short. And when you play tackle, you need to have longer arms in order to separate those guys that are so fast. And he didn't have that. They were getting into his body. And once they're in your body, they're, the quicker guy controls everything. So, I think that the left tackle hurt him. The right tackle, obviously, Juwan Taylor for Kansas City. He's the most penalized player in the league, and he just struggled all day with everybody. So, again, credit to Philadelphia's defensive line, of which I bet you can't name one player. Can you? Right.
No. Kansas City's D-line?
No, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia's. No.
See?
No, they're a
That's
team.
my point is,
absolutely.
It was Brandon Graham and Carter and all these different guys that they were bringing in and that you haven't heard of, but they pressured with 4 people. So, yeah, that was and so I think, again, I look at what Edmonton's doing. The one thing they haven't done, the 2 things. One is trade for going to be we don't know that. That's going to be a big question mark for them. And then the offensive line. They get Beard back from Hamilton, who's a huge get. I think he's one of the best centers in the league. But they haven't addressed the tackle. They're hoping that the guys that they had can, Boyko's re-sign back and that maybe those guys can play. But they weren't good enough. But again, you never know with new thing. And now with trade forward a quarterback, it puts a whole different dimension back there for the offensive line.
We only have a minute, but Ted and Red Deer would like your opinion on how will the NIL affect players. What's the wording here? Hey, Coach, do you think the huge NIL dollars will affect how many players come north to the CFL to play?
Well, I think players are more likely to stay in college than even go to the NFL at this point. Those 6th, 7th round guys, that 5th, 6th, 7th round guys that might opt out of their last year and go try out in the NFL, that brings more guys to Canada. I think those guys are going to stay. They're going to stay in college much longer now because the amount of money, the difference in money is it's not that much. I mean, Ohio State, they had a $20 million budget for their players. I mean, so guys there are making more money than they can even make in the NFL as practice roster guys. So those lower half of the rosters in the NFL, which are going to be the CFL guys, they may stay longer there. So yeah, it's definitely going to affect it, but there's just such a ongoing movement of players and both from the UFL, which starts in March, and players will play there, and then some will come to Canada. They'll try to get to the NFL. If they don't get to the NFL, then they'll try to get to Canada next year. Because the UFL is not a career type of league like the CFL. The CFL is a career type of league, and it's a big difference. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of, I think if the free agency in the CFL was interesting, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I just love that people are talking about the CFL right now. I think that's important. I've started breaking down all the guys that are going to be at the combine. So for the draft, so that when we do the draft show, I have knowledge of all these guys, and I've actually broken them down myself. And there's some really good players that are not going to be NFL guys. And that's really the fascinating thing about the CFL draft.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that next week. Jim, thanks for this. It's been fun. Thanks for clarifying things from way back in 2005. And have a great weekend.
Thank you, Rod. I had to call you out. I just had to.
I got you. The CFL on TSN's Jim Parker. We'll be right back with a sports update and viewer takeover. We are live here on Game Plus TV, streaming live and podcasting wherever the best podcasts are found.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
Boost your efficiency and your bottom line with Young's Equipment and Case IH. From the versatility of the Puma 150 CVX to the best-in-class efficiency of the Maxim 145, Case IH tractors can handle everything from field work to loader work. And with the RB565, you'll bale faster than ever and save on handling, transportation, and net wrap expenses with superior bale shape and density. Find your nearest location at youngs.ca and see how Youngs and Case IH can boost your efficiency.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
Get red and ready with Case IH and Young's Equipment. From Case IH combines to MacDon headers, Young's carries all the best in new or pre-owned harvest equipment. With field-ready, industry-leading equipment and highly dedicated service staff, we're here when you need us most. Come experience our award-winning service for yourself and visit youngs.ca to find your nearest Young's Equipment location.
My name is Kristen Timmerman, and I'm an agronomist at Circle T Agra, and I am the CEO of my own company, Inputs Pro. Circle T Agra is our family-owned independent retail located in Treeherne, Manitoba. We supply seed, fertilizer, chemical, and custom application to growers in our area. Inputs Pro is a mobile app or web platform that allows growers, agronomists, and retails to access all of the information from the crop protection guides for Western Canada. I hope that the legacy of Inputs Pro is to be that resource that is not company specific and is there for the grower when they need it. Running a tech company in a rural community is just such an awesome experience for me and the community itself. Seeing small businesses like myself grow into what they are, especially in these small communities, is just a whole nother level of excitement. Sunrise Credit Union is a local cooperative financial institution. They have helped our family for the last 25 years to grow our business into what it is today. Having a supportive lender is important for the growth and scale of our business. In such a volatile industry like agriculture, we need somebody that can accommodate our needs specific to our company. Sunrise Credit Union is such an important part of our community. They're always helping sponsor hockey teams and local events. I would recommend being a member of Sunrise Credit Union because they're there for you as a customer. They're really striving to make your goals become a reality.
Today's furniture and electronics.
Make sure you come check out today's furniture electronics. We're here in Redvers. Phone us at 452-6309 or check us out on Facebook.
I'm Jerry Berthelay. We farm Maple Lake Stock Farms with my wife Linda and our son Tanner. Maple Lake Stock Farms was started by my grandfather in the early 1900s, and I took over in 1981. When I first started, the interest rates were 18 to 21%. Sunrise Credit Union has been with us from the start. All the employees are from the area. They appreciate your success and they know the hardships. To have a supportive lender is huge. They can advise you and guide you in the right direction. I would recommend Sunrise Credit Union. They have made a huge impact in our operation.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
Boost your efficiency and your bottom line with Young's Equipment and Case IH. From the versatility of the Puma 150 CVX to the best-in-class efficiency of the Maxim 145, Case IH tractors can handle everything from field work to loader work. And with the RB 565, you'll bale faster than ever and save on handling, transportation, and net wrap expenses with superior bale shape and density. Find your nearest location at youngs.ca and see how Youngs and Case IH can boost your efficiency.
Today's furniture and electronics.
Hey everybody watching the hockey game. Are you as relaxed as I am in this nice comfy couch? Come check us out today. Today's furniture electronics.
Puck dropped in the third period. Face off one back into the Raymore zone, down on Wapple. Raymore fires it up the ice, down the ice for an icing. Raymore comes up the ice with the puck, shot into the Carlyle zone, and knocked out by Carlyle. Shaw with it, passes up. Nice shot, saved by Wapple. Or no, he scored. Puck's in the net past Wapple. And that's exactly what Carlyle needed to get back into this game. Nice play. So that makes the score 4-1 for Raymore at the start of this third period. A nice play by Carlyle puts them back into this game.
Thank you, Reed, for filling in. Yes, it is 4-1 now in favor of Raymore. Can you guys hear me, first of all?
Yes, we can.
Oh, good. Thank you for filling in. Yes, it's 4-1. We'll get the call from Travis right away. 5-1. Just when you think the Cougars are back, the Rockets overcome the turbulence and they keep flying. 5-1 now. A backbreaker for the Cougars.
That has to be so demoralizing for the Cougars. Get back into this game with a nice goal at the start of the third period. Raymore comes right down the ice and beats Meagher to make it a 5-1 game.
Absolutely nothing Meagher could have done with that one. Off ahead, David. Get it up.
Cougars first goal was number 5, Turgeon, assist to number 2, Mark Shaw.
Turgeon from Shaw. That shot, he looked like Pierre Turgeon. Miller back the other way. Arthur Miller. Man off Shaw. Everly. Man off Shaw. Back to the point. Sends down low. Back to Gorski. Gets a stick on. 18:09 left in the third period. Up ahead, McCabe. Peterson with a shot. Stopped by Meagher. And we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching on into Game Time on TL Media. By Matt Barr.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Agency, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
"5-1 is the score. 17:55 left in the third period. Moves it over. Holt falls down. Cross ice pass. Down the ice. Lennon sends it Meagher. Meagher gets over. Holt.
Rocket goal! His second of the series, scored by number 22, Landon Walters.
Walters makes it 5-1.
11, Cornell Larson.
Walters from Larson and Van Oshaw.
Time of the goal, 45 seconds. That's his second of the series from Larson and Van Oshaw at 45 seconds.
Down the ice it goes. Reed. Who would be your choice for MVP of this series right now?
factoring in all 3 games, I don't know if we can go with one of the goalies, but for the last 2 games, the MVP has been Daniel Waffle.
I agree there. Maybe we'll do a defensive and offensive Travis Titan. Defense, it's definitely Daniel Waffle. And offense, someone like Chris Van O'Shaw, Arthur Miller.
Had a sneaky good series actually. He's been one of their best players.
Eberle, of course. Rose is out there to take the draw, looking for something, anything to get the Cougars some life. I don't think even Carol Baskin could save these kitty cats right now. But anything's possible. Rose sends it across. Down the ice. .16:05 remaining in the third period. We're in the third period. 16:05 left in the third period. Reed, what's Mama Van D cooking for supper tonight?
I'm not sure. I think it's turkey on the buffet tonight, actually.
Can I stop in on my way home?
I don't think you'll hit us before we close.
Fiddlesticks. Back and down the ice. I'll just have to go to Wendy's when I hit Moose. Wendy always has something good. We'll take a quick time out. You're watching Good On Industry Game Time on Dale Media.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical.
Ba, ba, ba. So good, so good, so good. It's so good for the Raymore Rockets fans, but not so good for the Carlyle Cougar fans this afternoon. Carlyle is down 5-1. Down the ice it goes. Carlyle, they dominated the first 2 periods of this series, but Raymore flexed their muscle in the remaining ones and showing why they are a Saskatchewan powerhouse. Has the stick lifted. Passes it over. Crosley. Johnson. Up ahead. Punch to the face, Lennon. No call. Back down. In front. Gorski has it. Cross ice pass. Takes a shot. Big save there by Meager. Around the net. Sent over in the corner, being pressed. 14 minutes ago here in the third period. Carlyle trails by 4. Romanek. And that's us. Take a break. You're watching Good On Industry Game on PL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, Dangelman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
The Rockets come away with it in their own end with 13:45 remaining in the third period. Puck goes down the ice. Walters passes it over. Van Oshaw passes it up. Walters gets upended by Soar. Holt passes it over. Good defensive play there by Cody. McCabe swings it across Holt. Shoots it. Missing it by about 27.5 feet. Spinning around Soar. Zimmer cross-ice pass to Holt. Here's Holt. Good defensive play there by Raymore. 13 minutes to go. The Rockets can feel a day with the Monarchs coming up. That should be a heck of a series. Miller spinning around. Miller passes it over. Holt. Possible break for the Cougars, but good defensive play there.
Last call for 50-50. If you have here 50-50, last call.
Passes it over. Johnson loses it. Coming away with it. Eberle. $12:18 to go. Sends it down behind the net. Spinning around. Cross ice pass. Miller. Brookie. Down low. Banked off the boards. Krasinski across Johnstone. Krasinski. They're going to need his leadership now with 11:50 to go. Third period. Moves it over. Krasinski. Good defensive play by Cody. Turned over. Lennon goes down to the sheet. 11:33 left. Let's take a break. We're watching this game time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment.
Cody takes the shot, kept aside by Meager. Stop by Meager. 11:20 left, third period. 5-1 is the score. Only 5-1, only a 4-goal deficit. Cody with a shot, stopped by Meager, holds on for a whistle.
And this continued pressure in their own zone. Carlyle can't afford to let Raymore waste this time in the offensive zone. They got to get into Raymore's zone.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. If the score remains like this, I wouldn't be surprised in the coming minutes, like 5 minutes or so, we might see Meager go to the bench for next attacker. Source sends it across. Larson kept in. Good defensive play there. We got a stick on it. That was Romanuk going hard after him. Finishing the play off. Good play there by Romanuk. He's been one of the best Cougars in the entire series. Romanuk and Niven, that line has carried them. It's a shot. Stop by Meager. 10:28 to go. Third period.
I can see in these last 10:28, you're going to see the physicality pick up. Raymore has a lot more to lose in this provincial run right now. By getting kicked out or suspended, they have to be careful to not get drug into anything of that sort of nature.
Yes, they definitely don't want to be a one and done. They have a challenge ahead of the next round should they be able to hold on. They try to dump it in and they're able to do so listening to the coaches in the stands. Those are sometimes the best coaches, but sometimes the worst. As the old adage goes, if you listen to the fans long enough, eventually you'll be sitting with them. At least in the pro ranks. That's one of my favorite quotes. 10:05 to go here in period number 3. 5-1 is the score for Raymore. Sent down the ice. Meagher's out to play it. Passes it over. Peterson. Off ice. Banked off the boards. That one is icing, and we're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Good on Industry Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Rig, Heifers, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, Synergy Egg.
Captain Gorski with the shot off the body and goes wide. Back to Gorski. Gorski with the shot, hits the stick, and back the other way, up ahead. Turned over at the neutral zone. Sent down ice. 9-10 remains in the third period. Shots on net are 39-20 in favor of Raymore. Everly passes over to Lennon. Lennon spinning around. Brzezinski. Back to Brzezinski. Brzezinski puts it on net. Hold on for a whistle. We would like to thank our sponsors. Mad Farms is one of our sponsors here this afternoon for this entire series. Thank you for everything that you guys have done for us to allow us to come to your building and broadcast to make this all possible. Travis Linford of the Rainbow Rockets. Spectacular person, and karma's being rewarded to them this series. Score, take a shot. Their kindness is very much appreciated. 8:30 left here in period number 3. And they say they kill more flies with honey than they do with excellent, and that's definitely true. Zor has it down against the boards. 8:10 to go, third period. McCabe, backhand. Passes over. Zor. 7:48 remaining in the third period. Romanek. Wapple comes out to play it. Gets it up. Then Shaw. Walters high and out of play, and we'll take a break. You're watching Good Industry Game Time on TL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, This and That, Synergy Egg, Prairie Power Electrical.
Holt up ahead, sends it down the ice, holds on for a whistle, going in hard. Refs are just letting them play here with 7:20 left in the third period, which is good because there's a best of Kathy Davis here on Tubi. I know Reed will be watching that. He's a Kathy Bates enthusiast. 7:20 to go, third period. Cooler had prevailed. Romanuck wins the draw. Holt comes away with it. Good defensive play, Holt. Down low behind. Backhand feed, intercepted by Nevin. Cross ice pass. In front, standing on the shot. Back the other way. We'll clear up ahead. Backhand off of the Cougar, off of the Rocket player. And play is whistled dead with 6:50 to go.
Jeff and Amanda Probst, Raymore Rocks, Raymore Jerry Kazakis, and Raymore Esso.
5-1 is the score in favor of the Raymore Rockets with 6:50 to go. Just want to say another thank you to Mad Farms and our wonderful sponsors, Synergy Ag, Good On Industries, This and That, Celebration Board, Prairie Power, and the Raymore Agencies, just a few of our great sponsors this weekend. Up ahead, Van Oshaw. Van Oshaw takes a shot, stopped by Meager, who holds on for a whistle, with 6:32 to go here in the third period. There's Alvin in the corner. Full score. Cross ice, redirect, and a good play by Meager. McCabe shoots it. He scores! The team needed just is declaring this one in favor of the Raymore Rockets. Raymore, it looks like they're going to be blasting off to play the lumsden Monarchs. That should be a ring-a-ding-dong dandy.
Yeah, and again on that goal, Travis, not a whole lot Meager can do. Puck wasn't cleared out of front of the net. He did everything he could to get back across to that.
Absolutely. But the confidence is still there. One of the fans is saying that the 5-goal lead is, I wonder if the 5-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey. 6 minutes to go in the third period. It may be time to start the trucks. And if I had command start on my vehicle, I'd probably be starting it. Spinning around. 4. Down low. 5:35 to go here in the third period. Back. Shoots it. Stopped by Meager, keeping it a 5-goal deficit. Moore. Back. Behind the net. Off the head. Clear. Passes it over.
Score number 16, Chris Van Oshaw.
Van Oshaw.
Time of the goal, 13:47. Van Oshaw.
Van Oshaw, third goal of the series. And the fans are right here in Raymore. Johnstone. 4:48 to go, third period. And there is a penalty to Carlyle. And despite being up 6-1, the fans are still vocal to the officials.
$250. Ticket number 0755535. $3,250. Covered with ticket number 0755535.
A lot of fives. Which is what Raymore leads by 5. Passes it up down the ice. Peterson sends it across ice on the last. Yep. Okay. Passes it over.
Number 22, David Brzezinski.
David Brzezinski's in the penalty box. With 4 minutes to go here in the third period. 3:55 remaining now. And O'Shaw breaks out, passes it back. And the police whistle dead. The fans are as perplexed as I am. Do they not realize that I have a 5-hour drive? Let's keep this play going.
End of the game, Savannah Wilk and Whitney McLaughlin.
Yeah, it looks like a too many men on the ice penalty for Raymore, Travis.
Oh, I don't like that penalty. That's my least favorite penalty of all time, ever since 2009.
And 13.
We won the Grey Cup in 2013.
Oh, sorry. What was the second year that happened to them?
Oh, they were only down enough to do it once.
Oh,
They just
yeah.
in the Grey Cup, that is.
Yeah.
Spinning around Larson. Nifty down low. Larson loses the puck. Crosley coming away with it. Crosley up ahead. Down low. 3:10 to go. Third period. Down low. Right back to Meager. Who saves it? Benson. Let's take a break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TL Media.
Congratulations.
Mission Ridge, Heifer, Dangelman Developments, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment.
Today. Across the blue line over the red line, 2:48 to go. Here they almost need a goal every 30 seconds. That could happen. I don't see any Angels on center ice. 2:20 to go. Third period. Kept in. Benson over Bolfer. Excellent job of heading the Cougars back in their cage in the neutral zone. Kept in. For a blast from the point that goes wide. Couple had no idea where that was. That was almost similar to Kevin Bieksa back in 2011. The best goal in Canucks history. Brzezinski sends it across. And the fans serenading the Cougars. The home crowd is absolutely loving it. We're going to take our final commercial of the day, and we'll let the crowd send you home.
Mission Ridge, Heifers, Dangelman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa.
Whoa! Let's hear it.
40 seconds remain in the third period, and the crowd is all over the Cougars. Very supportive. Was that deliberate? They're not liking what the hometown. This could get ugly here. Shots on net are 41-26 in favor of Raymore. 6-1 is the score in favor of Raymore. And it'll be a long drive back for the Carlyle Cougars, thinking about what might have been. Stay tuned to our social media pages for an updated schedule. It is playoffs and our changes on a moment's notice. Last Sunday, I had no idea that I'd be up in Raymore for 2 games. So it could change. Now, I don't approve of what this one fan is chanting. You keep everything within the boundaries of good taste and respect your opponent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Rockets win! The Rockets win! The Rockets win! And they're blasting off to the next round. Take the final. Raymore 6, Carlyle 1. We'll be back with a sign-off after this break. You're watching Good On Industries Game Time on TLL Media.
Mission Ridge, Heffords, Dangleman Developments, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agencies, Raymore Auto Sales, Napa, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy Ag, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Good On Industries.
Thanks everybody once again for coming out, and we'll see you in months.
I was overwhelmed with support from the Raymore Rockets organization. I want to say a sincere thank you to a thank you to my wife Shannon for allowing me this opportunity, my mom for watching my kids, my sister for also watching my kids, the community of Raymore for opening up their hearts and treating me with such kindness and generosity. A thank you to Travis Lindford and the rest of the Raymore Rockets, Christian Surfers, Dangleman Development, Raymore Electric, Raymore Agency, Matt Farm, Raymore Auto Sales, Gabriel Service and Repair, This and That, Synergy A, Prairie Power Electrical, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Shaw Agencies, Highway Brothers Automotive, the Davidson Cyclones, the Carlyle Cougars, the Big Nationals, producer Mitch, Reed Vandresser, and of course our wonderful viewers. We could not have done it without you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you next weekend. Stay tuned to our social media pages for details. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, stay warm. And I love you, TL Nation.
Thank you.